with what just happened in the show, it was like it's so good. One of the best shows I've ever watched. I think I told you to watch Overlord at some point, and you're like, yeah, this isn't for me. Imagine if
I
Overlord...
did not watch Overlord.
Imagine
I watched it, I didn't like it.
Imagine if you liked Overlord, and that's... That time I got reincarnated as a slime. In Overlord, the character doesn't die to become his, big, evil Elder Lich character that he is. He just kind of wakes up in that world as his game character. There's no game character or anything like that. The guy in the time I got reincarnated as a slime literally gets stabbed to death on the street. The first episode. And
in Overlord, let me remember this.
The game was...
He was there when the game was... Yeah.
Yeah, he was logged in. It was like VR, like futuristic shit.
And he was in the most powerful clan or whatever?
And he was and him and all his friends, the 41 people, the other 40... were the strongest players in the game. They were all equals. They're the 41 strongest players.
And one of them showed up for the final goodbye, and then he left.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Does he come back in the show?
Not yet. One of the big parts of the story is him trying to find any of the other 40. So all the other characters in the show are the people who were made by his friends. So
the servants or whatever.
The servants, yep. There are some characters that are badass. So season 2 is my favorite season because it follows the butler most of the season. You see other stuff too with other characters, but he's like the main focus. It's not even like, of course, Ainz, the main character, he's a main focus also, but the other main focus is the fucking butler, and it is such a good fucking season. It is fucking awesome because he's a badass. They're all strong and badass, but he's different. Like, it shows him actually being heroic and stuff, and these characters are supposed to be evil, but that's because most of the players, the way they played the game was evil, so they made the characters that they made, their servants, they also made evil. The butler is not evil.
Is there any of them... Okay, so you know how he got trapped in the game? Is there other people that got trapped in the game
That's
too?
one of the main things that he's trying to figure out. Is anyone else from Earth and trapped in the game? Now, what we've figured out in the story so far, no one else from the world that played this as a video game is trapped there, but other people from Earth they are there, or they used to be there. They were there in the past and are now dead, but they came from Earth. But they were not from a video game. They didn't come from a video game. They died and were reincarnated there, shit like that. But Ainz doesn't know that. We just know it as watchers. It's just something we know about it. It's a weird show. First season is definitely the worst one, I'd say. It was one of those I watched when nothing else was on. Second season's my favorite because I love it. It follows that. So one of the main focuses of the second season is because he's protecting this girl and saves her. The other people in the show are following him and being making sure he's not going to betray all of them. And he kind of gets in trouble for it. But then whenever it seems like it's the end of the season and he's going to get killed by Ainz and stuff like that, he tells them all, whenever he says, he's I'm not going to kill him. It's he's actually doing what he's supposed to. And they're all what the fuck are you talking about? It's we're evil. That's kind of... He's trying to keep it the evil persona because he doesn't want them to, turn on him. Because he's not even me could fight all of them at once and live. If they all teamed up on me, he'd be dead. So he's trying to stay evil so they don't turn on him. But he tells them, it's well, he's just doing what he's supposed to. Because they all love their creators. Whoever created them, they see as their favorite person. They love them. But they also all love Ainz because he's the only one in their minds that stayed with them out of the 41. When in all honesty, it's he's just a dude from Earth.
Yeah.
But to them, whatever world they're in, these 41 people are gods. And they all... just do whatever the fuck he says most of the time because he stayed with them. And that's what's important to him. But yeah, he tells him like, no, fucking, he's doing what he's supposed to. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, remember his creator is so and so, and he says the name of the character, his friend who made him, and he's like, he's lawful good, like his creator is good, so that's why he has good-natured tendencies, basically. And it's like, so it's all good. We don't need to do anything to him. Is basically what he tells all of them. And they're like, oh yeah, that's right. His creator was good. And they're not going to do anything bad about one of the 41 creators. But yeah, that butler is fucking awesome. Also, it's said to be that he's actually one of the 3 most powerful, but he's never in his true form. He just looks like a normal human dude all the time. And he fights like a monk would.
The butler does?
Mm-hmm. He just punches and kicks. There's nothing else. He can use magic and shit like that, but he literally just fist fights. And he one-shots everything. Doing it. But that's because, when they're talking about him, they're like, well, do we really want to fight him if he has betrayed us? And like other characters talking about it. It's like he is a dragonite. And then that... Basically what that translates to is that he's a dragon in human form. It's like, yeah, he'd fuck shit up if he really wanted to fight people and kill them. Like even other people of the Tomb of Nazarick, like he'd fuck people up. He's a strong boy. But he's considered one of the 3 strongest. There's 2 others that are on like equal ground with him, which is that succubus lady, Albedo, and the big bug-looking dude who's blue.
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be like the 3 strongest of the servants.
Is there any news on One Punch Man Season 3?
Don't know yet. Manga's still going on, which means as long as the manga's still going on, there's a possibility. The main thing, though, is... So people didn't think Seasons 2 would be successful because it was changed who was fucking animating it. But it ended up just being almost as successful as the first season, which of course they assumed there'd be drop-off because new seasons don't always do as well. There's a little bit of drop-off most of the time, but sometimes they are more popular, they do good, shit like that. But yeah, we just gotta wait. And I don't want to. I want fucking... I want Season 3 right now.
Yeah.
Also because of the shit that... Because I've been reading the manga, I know a lot of stuff that goes on with it.
I'm curious about the Monster City.
Yeah, and then there's like the Monster King and stuff like that. That, of course, Saitama's great. Anything that happens with Saitama is awesome. I saw a countdown of like the top 20 strongest characters of all time, not just anime or movies or video game. There's just a top 20. And guess what Saitama was on this list?
Number 1.
Nope. Which is what annoyed me. No, he was still towards the the highest number.
Probably number 2 then.
Not number 2. Close though.
4.
3. He was number 3. Goku was number 2. And
who's number 1?
Superman.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Because we all know the real answer is Kirby, but I mean,
I just don't think Superman's...
No, he should be number 4, Saitama, Goku, that's a debate. They're basically tied 2 or 3.
Didn't the creators of One Punch Man say that Goku's stronger?
Yes. I mean, Saitama would put up a fucking good fight, and he is invincible and stuff like that. He can't breathe in space, but neither can Goku.
Yeah.
They're basically like, well, if the Earth was destroyed, that'd be an issue for Saitama, is what they said.
The card is out of fuel. Grab more dust crystals.
But if he ever punched with his full power, he would destroy the universe, is what the creators said also. We don't know the limits to his strength, but it's like, we just know he'd at least destroy the universe with his full power punch. One of my my favorite parts of season 2 is whenever fucking Genos is acting like that monster that beats the shit out of Suryu is so fucking strong that he thinks that even Saitama might lose, and then it shows Suryu on the ground, and then Saitama comes back in his hero uniform. He's like, I'll go fight the monster. And Suryu's trying to stop him, and then like from going, and then Goku goes and does it. You hear like 3 booms, like sonic booms, and Suryu just thinks it's Saitama being killed. Then you hear one last loud, really huge sonic boom, and then the monster's fucking head lands right in front of Suryu.
That was a good season. That's the only show I've ever watched in Japanese.
It's like...
So I was trying to keep up the episodes with you.
It was so fucking good. Just like, yeah. And then whenever he's like, you know, please let me be your disciple, he's like, I already got one of those.
Yeah, people just gravitate towards him.
Yep. They want to know why he's so damn strong. And really all it really is so far from what everyone can tell, it is just his fucking training. So he didn't do anything else.
Have you seen the One Punch Man training videos where people actually do his training regimen in real life?
Yes, I have.
They get pretty shredded.
Yeah. But you have to keep it up to keep that way. And by the time you're at like the max, there's no more growth after that. Saitama still does his training regimen every day, but a 10-kilometer run for him might as well be about 2 fucking seconds probably, or maybe even shorter. He's done. 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, also probably done in an instant. It just they're done. One of my favorite scenes of the first game, or first season, is whenever he's trying to fucking kill the mosquito.
Smacks, man.
Or just when he fucking kills the mosquito lady, slap, and then the huge splat. And then the only thing he says is just, I hate bugs.
That's one reason I like that show so much. It's just funny.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. Manga's really fucking good too. So, like, the webcomic, we've already seen a lot of the stuff going on in the manga. The manga is making things take longer because they are, one, the art is done better, and 2, they're expanding upon the stories done in the webcomic. So, like, Genos is fighting more of the heroes as he turns into his monster forms and shit like that. There's the Monster King and all that shit is going on. Right now, the Terrible Tornado, number 2 hero, she's fighting shit all the fucking time. Right now. There's an enemy she keeps on fighting. There's all kinds of stuff. We've also now seen some throwback shit to Blast. A little bit. But we still don't know too much about what's going on with all Blast.
That would have made for an uncomfortable parent-teacher conference. Still. Who set up that trap? And where in the world did the mutated Grimm come from?
In one scene, though, we do see him with like a black box in his hand, like it's just a straight up black box. Looks like it's something special. And after that scene where it shows him holding that, it's when he saved Terrible Tornado when she was a little girl. And he's holding this box, and then it shows in the monster place that they have this little black box, and Saitama's looking at it, he's like, what's this? And he's like, and he just throws it behind him, just tosses it like it's nothing. And it's obviously something extremely important.
Saitama is not Blast then? They've confirmed that?
No, he is not Blast. There's no way he is. But he could be... he could be like the son of Blast, is the thing people were thinking.
We should look around for a way to open these doors.
Well, I feel like he's stronger than Blast, isn't he? Because Blast fought the centipede monster and he beat him, but he didn't kill him. Saitama killed him one punch.
Yes. After getting his ass kicked by King a bunch of times in video games, he had some fucking steam to let off and one punch and fucking just destroyed the fucking thing. There's stuff in the manga where they have seen, like, it's like they've seen how strong Saitama is, and they are just like, okay, you know, like, we get it. Like, there's, yeah, they have no doubt in their minds how powerful Saitama is at certain points in the manga. But it's not every hero. There's some heroes that don't realize it, while others have seen him do his shit, and they're like, okay. Note to self, don't fuck with that guy.
I wonder what King's superpower is, because he always gets saved by Saitama, so I wonder if his superpower is like keeping Saitama near him.
Right. Luck.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only gotten as famous as he is as a hero because of, they think all the monsters he's defeated were actually defeated by Saitama.
Every one of them too, that's what's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, but but he is being trained by Saitama right now, a little bit.
Probably won't amount to nothing.
Yeah. I know he is stronger than he was though.
Shit,
what time is it? Oh fuck, it's 8 o'clock. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back on at 9 if you are.
Yeah, I might be, I don't know yet. I'll see you later.
Yep, see you, man.